Yo, 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 what's up? Welcome back to another episode of What If Deku was the daughter of Nerferpitou? Or what if Deku was a chimera ant? If you don't know what happened in the last episode, I suggest you go watch it. Check out my other what ifs. What if Naruto is the reincarnation of the Unsworth? Oh yeah, quick disclaimer, if you're under the age of 12 or can't handle cursing and torture, I suggest you go watch the other videos on my channel. Yeah, without being warned, let's start this what if. We're gonna take a detour or change it to somebody else's perspective. Alright. My name's Shinso Hitoshi. My life was decent for a child until that bastard corrupted my family. I was only a child, no father. My mother was good for a time. She would always bring men back home just to hook up and leave. But that one day it all went to shit. All those men she brought home until one man decided to stay. Believe me, I was happy to get a father figure, but boy was I wrong. 1 year passed and my mom asked the man to take me to the quirk doctor. I found out my quirk was called Tech Talk. It's able to let me control technology to my will. Soon the doctor labeled it as a villainous quirk. Due to most systems running on technology, the doctor asked what do I want it to be when I grow up. Of course, like any other kid, I wanted to be a hero, the dream of almost any child. Just like Eraserhead, he's the best, I said. The doctor and that man looked at me for a few, and the doctor just said, okay. Stay on that path as a hero. He chuckled as the man grabbed and squeezed my arm tightly. I whined, telling him the grasp was too tight or to let go. He didn't listen. He threw me into the car, and we drove in silence until we got home. He tried to grab me, but I dodged his hand, running up to the door, knocking on it. 2 minutes later, my mom opened the door, greeting, greeting me and giving me a hug. I was happy to tell her my quirk. I told her what my quirk was called. Tech Talk. I can control technology with my quirk, mommy. I'm going to be a good hero, just like Misty Eraserhead. She giggled. Of course you are, sweetheart. Be the best hero you can be for mommy. Of course, mommy. I gave a smile, but the man interrupted our conversation by clearing his throat. Sorry to interrupt, Shinso, but could you go to your room so I could talk with your mom? I looked at him and went upstairs to play with my Eraserhead figure and watch videos on the computer. It was 2 hours later, and I went downstairs to hear my mom crying, so I decided to eavesdrop from the stairs. You dumb bitch, listen here. Listen to me. That boy has a villain quirk. If you don't get rid of him, I'll get rid of both of you. He slapped her. Mommy, what's going on? The man turned to me with the most disgusted face I've seen. His eyes filled with rage. I stood there shaking in fear as he approached me step by step. Stay away from my child, you bastard. My mom got up and grabbed his arm. With a swift motion, he turned around and hit her with his fist. I'm the man of the house. You don't tell me what to do. Mommy! What did you do to my mommy? I yelled. Who the hell do you think you're yelling at, you villain? I froze. Villain? Yeah, you villain. That dumb quirk of yours. You mistake. He grabbed me and beat me till I fell unconscious. Some hours later, I was splashed by water, waking up in chains in the basement by that damned man. It was gruesome. I was burned, beaten, stabbed, hit. The only reason I was alive because of that man. And of course, the unfortunate me, he had a great healing quirk on others. But I never gave up hope because I thought that my mom would come and save me until that night. 2 years later. Hey villain, I got a surprise for you, as he turned on the chandelier. I didn't even bother to look out until I heard 2 pairs of footsteps going down. I looked up, my eyes filled with hope as I saw my mom coming down the stairs. Mommy, is all I could say weakly. She slapped me. As I looked back in horror, Mommy, why? I started to cry. She hit me again with a right hook. I'm not your mother, you villain. I will never be. It's Mrs. Hitoshi to you. With tears streaming from her face as she was looking down. I lost all hope there, being beaten and healed by that man for 2 years until I had enough. That day, I don't know if I became a villain or not. I woke to the yelling of my mother and that man. I can't do this anymore, Yato. I love that boy too much to even hurt him that one time. Listen here, you whore. I told you once before, don't tell me what to do. Or what, you gonna hit me like you did the last time? I won't do this to him. I'm calling the cops. She picked up her phone. You put that phone down or else. He walked towards her. What are you gonna do? This! Lunging at her with his fist. But he froze. What's happening? As his eyes went blank. Did your pride get in the way of forgetting my quirk? Brainwashing. I trained it till I got it. 2 long, hard years to master this damn quirk. And 3 long years of your bullshit, but no longer. I heard the door open as my eyes gleamed of little hope was there, as I saw my mom rushing at me. I thought, though I heard the conversation, I braced myself for a hit and a stab or something. I'm so sorry, my baby boy, she cried while holding me in her arms. I should have called the cops when he first started to do this, but I wasn't strong enough. The chains rattled as they fell. We're finally free as she held my hand and cried harder. We need to go. Call the cops, get you patched up and go. Oh, okay, mommy. We ran past that bastard and to the first aid kit. Time skip 20 minutes later. I was taped up in bandages. A kiss was implanted on my cheek. We need to go now. I'll call the cops. Meet me downstairs. I ran downstairs grabbing a knife just in case and my book bag as I packed it with food and water from the fridge. My mom came downstairs and kicked that bastard's nose so hard he died, I think. She grabbed my hand as he ran off into the distance to find somewhere else to live. Alright, that's the end of this episode of episode 1.5 since we're doing Shinso's background. Yeah. Hope you guys like it. I'll be posting episode 2 either tomorrow or the day after that, but stay tuned. Thank you. So, like, subscribe, notifications. See you guys later.